Just focus on your breath and stay in silence. And just become present to all that's happening inside of you. Just get back all your energies, all your focus to yourself. And whenever you're ready, very gently come back and open your eyes. So, the first session was more about anchoring.
Anchoring.
Second was about reflection. So I thought of today's session to do on questioning. What are the kind of questions we tend to ask? So I got this message on WhatsApp and I really liked it, and that was about this movie called Apollo 18. Apollo 13, the one that went into the space. And in that spaceship, the astronauts were really worried while they were in the space because there were a lot of problems. So they called up the headquarters and they spoke to the NASA director saying, "We have a problem." So the NASA director asked a very specific question: what do you have that is still working? What do you have that is still working? That was such a pertinent question, or such an important question, that really gave the astronauts, okay, this is working and this is working. We still have hope. And they came back very safe. Of course, the mission was aborted, but they came back very safe. So the point is, and also the other thing that I've learned in yoga, I'm studying yoga. So what I've learned, the way to end dukkha is to have consistent questions, is to have what is that word? It's to have endless questioning. When we have that desire to know. So let's talk about questions. What are the kind of questions we ask, and from what space? That's the other thing. From what space are the questions coming from? Is it coming from fear? Is it coming from anger? Is it coming from a victim? That मेरे साथ तो हमेशा ऐसे ही होता है. This is always my karma, or I'm the one who has to suffer. Is it inquisitiveness, or is it wanting to learn? So let's talk about what are the questions we have and from what space it's coming from. And this is a sharing space more than me talking and you listening. It's a sharing space. So anybody who wishes to share?
The question has to be in context of COVID or anything?
Anything, doesn't matter. Of course, it's COVID time. That's more about reflection, which is why once we hear the questions, we'll know how questions change. The more there is inner reflection, the questions are much different, and from the space that it comes is also different. Anyways, let's talk about questions. Let's share.
Right now, the only question that I keep in my head is, when will it all end?
Yeah. So when will it all end?
I even Google, I've come to that stage where I even Google when will this time end.
So yeah, and that's a beautiful question. And what starts has to end, right? That's the essence of life, right? Which is why there is death. Life ends, death comes, life starts again. It's a continuous process, isn't it? Yeah. Anybody else?
For me, the question is about when will justice prevail? Because when I hear of all these profiteering and black marketing and all of that, and people getting away with it, I'm like, what's coming to the world, and when will there be justice? And yeah, so that's what bothers me a lot, because I people are dying, and there are people who are making money out of this whole thing.
So can you sit back and observe where are your questions coming from? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it hopelessness? Because that's really important.
I think it starts with a lot of anger, but when I delve deep, I think it's a lot of helplessness because
Yes. And
it
also
just feels
pause.
like
Can you pause? I mean, it's important for us to pause each time we're posing a questions, whether it's to ourselves or whether it's to somebody else or whether it's to God or the universe. Is it coming from your anger of your past journey, of your memories? I mean, it's only for you to reflect on, not that I have to answer all your questions. Justice, is it somewhere that you weren't given justice, you were also seeking justice? It's a whole understanding of where is my question coming from. And when we understand that, it gives you some sort of intelligence, some different kind of intelligence. I can't explain it in words, but it's very different.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Bimal?
Yeah, I had a lot of questions coming out of fear.
Hmm.
And fear also, and a question of about being a victim also. In the sense कि मैंने ना कभी किसी का बुरा किया ना किसी को बुरा चाहा, तो मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ? I went through a cardiac bypass 4 months back. Went through lots of ups and downs. So I was just asking the question out of that am I being a victim के मेरे साथ ही क्यों? And also somewhere there was a lot of fear inside me. So the question is, the answer to that I received was that I never accepted my questions. I never understood my questions. Where are they coming from? It's obviously after a lot of work and help from Gita that I understood and I learned. And I have accepted the truth. I have accepted the fact that it's okay to have pain. It's okay to have joy. It's okay to have fear. If the day you accept all these things, all these questions of yours will really come down. There was even a question for me in the journey that who am I? Why am I on this earth? What am I living for? What is my goal? So there are loads of questions, but now I have released those questions to the universe. I have given them back to God or back to whoever the supreme universe में जो rule करता है, I've given it back to them saying that whatever is good for me will happen for me.
So did you see a difference when your questions were coming from fear and now that your question is coming from
My heartbeat was 110, 115. And after getting not all the answers, but after accepting the truth and after accepting my questions and accepting the life the way it is, my heartbeat has come down to 65.
Wow.
I was very anxious. I was very, very, very much anxious, fearful, sad, angry, lots of emotions going inside
Can you
me.
tell what were the tools that you used to practice from transforming your fear, not that transforming the fear, from asking the questions from fear and now asking some questions from surrender, faith,
From the
maybe there's no
day,
word.
yes, from the day of January 12th till February 12th, I was a victim myself with a lot of pain, undergoing through a lot of stress, asking the regular question, why to me only? What did I do wrong? Why at the age of 51, I had to go through so much pain of a bypass? But slowly, definitely with Gita's help, with yoga, with chanting Om, chanting the mantras which I just knew little bit, one or two mantras, Gayatri mantra ho ya Om Bhurbhuva Swaha ho, Gayatri mantra ho, हम लोग का जैन लोग का नमोरेन ताणम ho, and chanting Om and accepting the fact that it's life, you have to go through it. It's okay to have pain. You had joy before, you have pain now, you will have happiness later. It keeps on changing. तो पेन आया तो तुमको दुख हुआ, तुमने भगवान को याद किया, तुमने सुपर एंटिटी को याद किया. जॉय आया तब तुमने तो थैंक यू नहीं बोला, एक्सेप्ट किया तुमने हैप्पीली. So it is a part and parcel of life. You have to go through all the emotions in life, accept it, be happy with whatever you are having in life or whatever you are getting in life. And I think that perception of acceptance changed the total entire scenario for me in the last 4 months. And last 2 months, I have been very happy, very satisfied, very calm, very matured, very thinking positive, doing my chanting regularly, speaking to the universe, telling them to give me the answers, and I have received my answers. I gave questions to the universe and I received my answers. I received some thought process from somewhere I don't know that, okay, try this and you will get your answer, and I got my answer. And it just came from nowhere. And it really helped me to calm down, really helped me to calm down.
For sharing your story.
All my anxiety has come down because of that.
So you see, I mean, this is a typical sharing of how when you change the space from where your question is coming from for in Bimal's case, it's changed from fear to some sort of faith.
Yes, faith.
Your questions automatically get answered in some way or the other. And that's an experiential, I mean, you kind of experience it. You can't kind of direct it, but it happens on its own. But if you don't ask questions, point. I mean, that's the starting. So even in yoga, they say that who am I? What is the purpose of my life? Is the most baseline questions, the most important. That's how the yoga starts when you ask this question. Why am I here? Or who am I? So the point is, let's keep asking questions. When will this end? Why is this? Where? And then observe from what space is it coming from. Anybody else wishes to share?
Yeah.
Yes, Sunil?
First of all, Bimal, very valuable what you shared. And, I've been technically a patient of high blood pressure, but always been very fine. Not even 120/80, but sometimes a little bit below that. But last about a month, my BP is high, my pulse rate is 100, 110. To the extent I thought, ye bigad gaya hai. Okay, why am I getting these numbers? And I changed the battery and all of. But by hearing you, I realized that it's from the anxiety. And the anxiety I feel is a little different. The anxiety I feel is, will I get medical treatment? I'm not so much worried whether I'll die, because I don't feel a great fear of death, because it's an unknown. Jo hoga baad mein, that will happen, whatever will happen. Okay, I have a guru, I follow the guru. So in my own head, I feel I'm in samarpan to the guru. If I have to die, I have to die. So once I had a suspected heart attack. It was not a heart attack. So I was admitted to ICU. So I carried a mala with me. In the ICU, they said, you can't have anything. I said, look, if I'm going to die, I will die with saying his name. I have a lot of shraddha in it. So I don't have that fear. मैं मर जाऊंगा तो क्या होगा? मर जाऊंगा तो मर जाऊंगा. सब, as you said, people are living and dying. But I have fear that I won't get health care, because it's a new phenomenon in my life I have never seen. Oxygen nahi milta hai, bedroom nahi milta hai. My friend's father died without getting a hospital bed. And I can't believe that. It's like, for me, it's like as though I've died. It's like too shocking. And he's a very rich man and very powerful in the RSS, which, as you know now, is a very powerful organization. Wouldn't make any difference. So then I thought, like, if he cannot get a bed, तो मेरे को कौन bed देने वाला है? And that's, I have this anxiety that I won't get healthcare. So from 3-4 days, I've been hearing that you're getting a bed if you try. Like in most of the hospitals, there are beds available. But that's a great relief. But last about 1 month, I've been worrying that. And then I could cut off the news only, because if I read the news, I'll go crazy. But little bit I see on Twitter, and it's so pathetic. I can't believe it. And
can we stay with the questions? Can we stay with the questions? What are your questions, and how deep?
Am I going to get health care or not? That
yes.
Is
and where is this question coming from? If you can start observing it.
Fear.
Yes, and then if you drop that layer of fear, what is that other layer? I mean, if you can observe your questions, like as Bimal said, his questions were coming out of fear. And when he started some sort of practice, probably the same questions were there, but the space that it is coming from now is much different. It's coming from a space of faith, which is why his heart rate has actually dropped. And the whole, I mean, that's the whole beauty. Can we observe these questions or whatever we're feeling or whatever we're going through from a space of Sakshi and Sakha? Sakha means friend and Sakshi means observer. Can I just observe from what space are my questions coming from? First of all, what are the kind of questions I'm asking? Because asking the right questions, like the story that I shared, Apollo 13, what is it that is still working? If that chief hadn't asked that question and said, oh my God, nothing is working, now what to do? But he asked a very relevant question, and that really changed the whole scenario. So what are the kind of questions I'm asking, and from what space is it coming from? Can I ask from the space of observer and Sakhi, which is a friend? Can I become a friend to myself? And can I start observing myself?
I have a question for Bimal. Bimal, you shifted to faith, is it? Is
Yeah.
it because of your mantra and all that?
Yes. I shifted to my breathing process, and I shifted to having faith that whatever is happening good for me. Even if that pain has come to teach me something, to tell me something. Okay. And then if whatever questions I have, I control it with my breath, my chanting, and leave it to the universe and tell them to answer me whenever is the right time to get those answers. And whenever is the right time, I get those answers. I have total faith that whatever is happening is happening.
Bimal, can you put your mouthpiece a little away from your
Yeah.
mouth because the voice
I'm
cracks?
saying that whatever questions I ask, I have total faith, and I get total faith answered in the sense that whatever will happen good for me. That's it. Breathing, chanting, observing your breath, observing your questions, where it is coming from, what space, definitely changes your perception about the question.
Anybody else who wishes to share any question, and just like an open forum?
I have an observation. What I'm understanding is if I have faith and if I surrender everything to God, in that spirit of Sharanagati, or complete surrender, then my sense is that I will stop having questions because I'm surrendering. Is that how it will work?
I think it's everyone's journey. Surrender can be experienced from various perspectives. I mean, once you surrender, obviously we are human beings, right? There will be questions. And only when you experience through your own lens or through your own journey is what I understand is the best. And something like surrender, which is so deep, I personally think, cannot be taught or explained. It has to be experienced in the true sense. And when you experience it, it's very, very powerful.
Life evolves, we have to move on. So I think questions will always evolve. Questions will never end. We have a thinking mind. We have an active mind. So questions will never stop. Questions will always come. The only thing is how you handle those questions and how you feel about it.
Yes. So I've been learning yoga, and they speak about consistent inquiry is the path to end dukkha. what's the point if we don't ask, no? Why am I suffering? As simple a question. That's when the end of suffering will come, no? Why am I suffering? What's the cause? That's when, so inquiry, it's not about questioning, it's inquiry. The deeper the inquiry, the persistent the inquiry, that's how you will evolve, no? Like Mahatma Gandhi, he questioned, why are we enslaved? That's how the change happened, no? So there is another important question, which is, what is it that I need? Who am I, as Bimal said, obviously is a very big question. But currently, if we can just ask ourselves, what is it that I need? If we can keep asking this one single question every single day, what do I need right now? And the second one is, how can I fulfill this need in my best capacity? Like in Sunil's case, your question was, what if I don't receive a healthcare? So what would, behind that question, what is your need?
To be taken care of.
Exactly. To be taken care of, correct? So if you can tell yourself, I am taken care of. And how can you fulfill this need of yours in your best capacity right now? How can you fulfill it? So your need is, so the more you're focused on your need to be taken care of, I need to be taken care of, taken care of, taken care of. How can I fulfill this need of yours, Sunil?
Can I answer?
Yes.
By trusting himself
Yeah.
and trusting everybody around him.
Very nice. So
That's-
trust, by holding on to trust. What else?
I have actually sorted it out in my head, and it is what Asmita said, and that is to be in Sharanarthi with my Guru.
Great. So the second
So I
thing,
just surrendered that whatever will happen will happen. I have no control on it, and I am putting my faith in my Guru. Whatever will happen will happen.
so trust,
Whether I get
surrender. Trust, surrender. So you already have two options. The third option is taking care of your immunity, which is drinking warm water or whatever. We
All
know
right.
so much. So there are tons of options that you can do by yourself. Correct.
Correct.
And overall believing in himself, believing that whatever he is doing is going to help him.
That's another thing. Believing in yourself. So you have trust, surrender, believing yourself, and doing certain immunity building stuff. And the list is endless, actually. What do I need? And what is it that I can do right now by myself in my best capacity? Right?
Very good point.
Anybody else wishes to share anything?
If I may,
Yes, yes.
what has helped me, I feel we do ask a lot of questions and everything, but it's absolutely okay to ask those questions and to be in where we are, even if we just acknowledge what we're feeling is a huge, it's been a good, like a shifter for me to just acknowledge that, okay, I am feeling fearful.
Yes.
Instead of saying, oh, and then if I beat myself up, then why am I feeling scared and why am I feeling that? Then you go down the staircase.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
the thing is, if you just acknowledge and accept that, okay, I am feeling this, but I wish to feel better, or, I do want to feel better.
So if you convert it into a question, so today's topic is about questioning. It could be, I'm feeling so and so, I acknowledge it, and now how can I feel better?
Right.
How can I transform that feeling, if at all it is a kind of an unpleasant feeling, right?
Right.
But the point is, it's important to ask questions. the kind of questions, and from where is it coming from? This, what space is it coming from? So let's do a relaxation technique. Unless somebody has anything to share yet, no? Okay. So the relaxation technique that I was thinking was A-U-M. The Om, which we can break up into A, U, and Ma. So let's do the three kinds of sounds. Well, one is A, U, and Ma. So how does this help to relax? The A helps to relax the lower part of the body, starting from the stomach down below. The U helps to relax from the stomach to the neck, and Ma sound helps to relax from ear to ear. So while you're doing this, you can close your eyes or leave your eyes open, that's fine. But the important part is when you're saying these three sounds, feel it in your body and feel how it is affecting your body or it's reflecting in your body, helping it to relax. The three sounds, which is A, U, and Ma. So let's do this. Let's close our eyes. I mean, I would like to close my eyes. You can close or leave it open. Silence and observe what is happening in your body. Feel the body relax. And gently come back, open your eyes, and you could continue doing one more round of our U and Ma. So this is very powerful. I mean, it really helps you to relax each time through the day. You take about 2-minute break and do this A, U, Ma. It really helps the whole body to relax. And time for affirmation. I haven't thought of an affirmation. If somebody has a suggestion, what could be the... I value my questions. I value your questions. I value our questions. Is that good enough? Okay, let's say this together, because I think this is important, because sometimes we get very irritated when somebody questions, right? So if I say I value your questions, that means when a family member, somebody else is asking us questions, we're valuing their questions also. And we're valuing the question that each of us as a whole is also asking. So let's say it together, which is I value my questions.
I value my
questions. Value my questions.
Value your questions.
I value your questions.
And I value our questions.
And I value our questions.
So thank you everybody for joining in today, and I shall see you again next Sunday. That would be the fourth session that I'd committed. Okay.
Thank you so much, Geet, for an excellent session.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Very important.